and Sue to welcome you all as family and friends to share this special day of Aimee and Daniel. A special welcome to Aimee's Nana Peg. She's come along today to see her 8th grandchild married. And also Daniel's Nana Anne coming all the way from London, not Uganda, Ross, to see her first grandchild. Welcome to you both. It is so neat to have both for any parent these days, it's both a challenge and a pleasure to have their daughter walk up the aisle to marry their chosen one. Aimee, today you look absolutely stunning, and it's been a pleasure to have you as a daughter. But remember, love is blind and marriage is an eye-opener. Aimee is our second daughter to marry, and today I would like to give you some history of her journey in life to this point. Being number 3 in the pecking order, she was never scared of crying wolf when the pressure was on from Donna and Jeremy. She's a fun-loving person who's not worried about pushing boundaries, even if that included escaping out the bedroom windows unbeknown to her and I in the middle of the night. We picked up a few days later on that one. After completing secondary school, she made some lovely friends, and it's nice to see a lot of them here today, and especially Tam, one of her friends from Flatting in Hamilton. She's come all the way from Holland with her partner Eric to share Aimee's day. It's neat to have them here. She purchased a house in Hamilton some 7 years ago, and her and Meg decided to head off on the big, wide world journey to Europe. And it turned out to be a very enjoyable stage of their lives. After she and Meg booked their tickets, she met this Daniel fella, and he decided, unbeknown to Aimee, to follow them over. So we were sworn to secrecy there, and we had to keep in contact with Meg, because the last thing we feared that Aimee and Daniel were going to pass in the air, because we had a few famous calls. Where's Daniel? So off Daniel went, and it was the start of another journey in their life. I decided to check out Daniel's history with the local sergeant. And asked him if he knew him, and yes was the reply, but he said he didn't give him any problems when he was there, so it wasn't too bad. And Paul and I decided after a while that we would go over and see them over there. We experienced the dawn service at Gallipoli with them, and 2 weeks travelling around Spain. It turned out to be a thoroughly enjoyable experience because we got to know Aimee and Daniel as a couple. We had a lot of laughs over there, and night time was always one of those times of the day which we'd chill out because there was no more driving to be done. So I thought I had the upper hand over Daniel in playing chess, but the cunning bugger worked out there that he poured my whiskies double his single But it was nice to see their relationship strengthen while they were over living in London, sharing a house with 9 others, and believe me, we stayed the night there, and that is a challenge. But then they did, I think, 3 months of van tour, visiting some 17 countries. So home they came, and the question eventually came from Daniel. But I reminded him that marriage is the only sport that the trapped animal has to buy the licence. Marriage is a funny thing though. Did you know that in a recent survey carried out to establish whether married men live longer than bachelors, they found there was no difference. It just seems longer when you're married. Marriage will teach you many things: loyalty, self-restraint, and obedience. Don't worry, Daniel, I'm still in daily training on these matters. Recently, Daniel was getting into the shower just as Aimee had finished her shower and the doorbell rang. And he quickly wrapped a towel around her and went to the door, opened it, and found Bob, the next door neighbour, there. Before she said a word, Bob said, give you $100, $800 to drop your towel. So Aimee being very ingenious, yep, she thought for a moment, stood there naked in front of Bob and he gave you $100 and went $800. She put a towel back around her and went back inside. When she was getting dressed, Daniel asked who was at the door, and she said, "I just Bob from next door." "Great," said Daniel. "Did he say anything about $800 he owed me?" Today, Daniel has been our pleasure to share Aimee's life so far, but today we transfer the reins to you to start an endurable life together as man and wife. We welcome you into our family as a friend, a son-in-law now, an electrician and a wannabe fisherman. Ladies and gentlemen, would you like to please charge your glasses and drink a toast to Aimee and Daniel.